All right, Melvin Gordon took him on. Melvin doesn't want to get paid. Melvin doesn't want to play. Eckler does. We'll talk about him. Golden Tate. Will it matter? I don't know. Meanwhile, I worry about the health of my receivers, Sterling Shepard, Deshaun Jackson. Point is, you start wondering about who you selected, you start wondering about injuries, and you start slowly but surely prognosticating and forecasting the roadmap ahead. So welcome to This Week in League de Nutz, as we are streaming live on the YouTube channel. We'll get into it. Let's talk about the rookie first. Arkansas O-Zone over Pop, Drop, and Lockett. Battle of 80s. Long-lived breakdancing classes. Parachute pants. 124, 115. Talked about this before. When you have Pat Mahomes, you have Teflon Don. 44 points last week. Enough said. I'm not going to talk about any other players on the roster for O-Zone. How good has Mahomes been this year? 55 of 77 on his passes. 71%. 7 touchdowns. No interceptions. 4 TDs last week in the win over Oakland. 30 of 44. Only 450 yards. Do we take him for granted? I think so. 115 points for Lockett. Defending champs 0-2. O-Zone again 2-0. Really no factor in this game with anyone leaving points on the bench. So Lockett started their best players, including Lockett, 13 points last week. Every one of the players for Lockett in double digits, but no one really broke out, including Carson Wentz, outplayed by Mahomes, 25 points. Difference between Mahomes and a guy like Wentz, the interceptions. 2 of them last week. 1 touchdown, 25 points again, 231 yards for Wentz. As it's Lockett searching for a win, maybe a Nutz Cup hangover, just maybe. Let's go into the second matchup of the week, and the only other undefeated team as we hit week 3. Polk High School, 2-time champ. Long live Al Bundy, number 33, once scored 4 touchdowns in a game for Polk High School. Believe it or not. Against no friggin' luck. Winner, Polk, 159-96. 1-1 now for the rookie. No friggin' luck. Difference in this game, you go with 2 tight ends. Sometimes you win, you lose. And you have to live with the results. Njoku took a hit for Cleveland. Hit of the week maybe this season in the NFL in the Monday Nighter. Weird game. Ingram, Giants. Solid game, but you put them both together, 23 points. The tight end for Polk, Kittle, has become a star in San Fran, 18 points. Talk about the intangibles. Let's. Defensive player, defense, and kicker. All 3 combined for Polk, 24. With the kicker for Kansas City, Texans defense, and Corey Littleton, the linebacker for the Rams. All 3 of those spots for no friggin' luck. No friggin' luck. It combined 14 points. Not enough, including Roses, who was disappointing for the Giants, who just about everyone was disappointing last week in their loss to the upstart, Buffalo Bills. Third matchup of the weekend. Yours truly. Taking on Dingstown, rematch of 2017's final. Dingstown wins 131-122. No excuses. But I had some bad luck, or maybe I had no friggin' luck with Deshaun Jackson. No points. Jimmy Graham, no points. What do you get? Double goose eggs. You throw in T.Y. Hilton, Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, and all 3, 31 points. Meanwhile, 7 of 8 players on Dingstown were in double digits, including Julio, 24 points, big night. 5 catches, 106 yards, big Sunday. 2 touchdowns. Throwing Evans, Cook, 17 apiece. John Brown, double digits, 10 points. Dingstown outlasted yours truly. So good win there for Dingstown. I am part of the picket fence crew. Lots of us in it right now through week 2, meaning 1 up and 1 down. Dingstown's in it too. 1 up and 1 down. Smash U hammered Skills That Kills. Smash the high scoring team of the week. 233-177. Smash looking good with all sorts of players here. Home run hitters. Odell showed up Monday night talking about his play on the field instead of the wristwatch. 45 points. Played the game right. It was an 89-yarder to the house off a slant pass from Baker. Adams, 30 points for the Packers. Without them, they lose by 19. Kills. Had some improvement from Kelsey, who had 11 points in the season opener, up to his old tricks, as one of the best tight ends, if not, like I said last week, best players in football. On any given Sunday, 25 points. Brady, 26 points, 51 between them, but really no one else showed up to have a superb Sunday. So the win goes to Smash, loss goes to Skills. Picket fence crew, both 1 and 1. Loopies in that crew too. 1 up, 1 down. Shellacked AB's painted helmet by a final of 172-88. Get to the Melty in a moment. Got a winner here. No one on AB's painted helmet except for Deshaun Watson had more than 22 points. That's the problem. Connor got hurt, 17 points. Carson, not the same Carson as week 1 for Seattle, 15. O.J. Howard, Teddy Ginn didn't help out. 9 points apiece. Tough sled in there for AB's painted helmet. Kenny Golladay looks fabulous for the Detroit Lions. What a day. 38 points, 8 receps, 117 yards. Chris Godwin, 38 points. Looks like a real deal. NFL football player, doesn't he? Offensive force to be reckoned with. 8 grabs, 121 yards, 1 TD. For Tampa Bay, who's been somewhat of a surprise. So again, Loopies with the victory. And finally, got to talk about Keldar, don't we? Now, when it comes to Keldar, I look down that lineup and I see balance. And when it comes to balance, I think of this. Better learn balance. Balance is key. Balance good. Karate good. Everything good, balance bad, better pack up, go home. Understand, Danielson? All right. That's my Mr. Miyagi. I threw the Danielson part at the end. You get my drift. A little Miyagi, something going on for Keldar. No doubt about that. You get the balance across the skills players. Chubb. Told you last week. Thrown in the segment. Do we get Chubb or Schlub? Week 2? Second straight week, you got Chubb. 20 points, a jet killer. Love the guy's game. Just a hard-nosed football player. Every play plays like it's the Super Bowl on the line, right? Like a 4th and goal, 1 second on the clock, team down by 5. You get my drift. Love the hard-nosed running. Lamar Jackson can pass, can run. Looks like a good pickup for Keldar, at least steady quarterback. In lieu of his other one, Winston, Jameis, who can be up, down, all the way around. You get Tyler Boyd. Wow, 34 points. Mark Andrews, love the play. Finally shows up. Not finally. I mean, second year in the NFL. Shows up to be the star you thought he could be last Sunday. His breakout game. Coming out party. 37 points. So again, Miyagi balance going on. Good win for Keldar. As for Yonkers, Miyagi's not going to like him too much. Time to paint the fence, Yonkers. Wax on, wax off. Back to the drawing board. AB showed up, okay. 15 points. But 2 points between the likes of Alshon Jeffrey, D.D. Westbrook, and T.J. Hawkinson, who I'm going to let you in on some top secret information. Yonkers told me on the telephone that this is the next Kelsey. Even better. Welcome to the NFL. Anyway, that is week 2 in a nutshell. Meltzy, let's talk about it. Week 1, Dingstown got it, 107 points in a loss to Ozone. And week 2, AB's painted helmet, those 88 points in the loss to Loopy earn him the honors. Now we get ready for week 3. Okay, before we do that, I'm waiting for some moolah. Now, the last guy to pay last year paid as the first guy this year. So, with that said, send the money in, $120 for the season. Email me the PayPal, the Vimeo thing, postal mail. That's it. Let's move on to week 3. Let's do some previewing. So, the first matchup is yours truly, Battle of the Haganah. Yonkers going to take on Nutz Town. And again, go with the picket fence matchup. 1 up and 1 down. Haganah off to a fun start. This is the AFC South of the league, at least every year, where a 6 and 7 team can get in the playoffs, or you can have a 3-way tie at 6 and 7, meaning everyone battles to about the same record, and you let it go up for grabs on the final week. So you got the Haganah in full effect right here. Last year, Yonkers beat the stuffing out of yours truly, 166-145. This year, maybe a different story. +1, Nutztown, the underdog. Wide receivers, you got AB. Some weird karma will be associated with Yonkers because of AB this year? Maybe. Right now, it looks like he's playing, and you know he's going to play well. Every time they trot him out there for the Patriots. And he's keeping his mouth quiet for once, I think. Keenan Allen, love that matchup. Running backs get better than Metcalf. McCaffrey against Saquon. You got Rodgers versus Baker. Kind of Rodgers Jr. with Baker reminds me a lot of Favre and Rodgers in the fact that he takes some chances, extends some plays, and does some stuff that makes it say on the field. More so last year from Baker. He hasn't been as dynamic this year, but still can make a highlight play on any given play, any given Sunday. So you got a great matchup there with the quarterback, with the wide receivers, with the running backs. Delvin Cook also versus Ingram. It's going to be fun. Of course, I'm going to pick myself. So I'll take myself as an underdog in a nail-biter against Yonkers. I'm expecting it to be a lot closer than last year. Loopy's Legends, 1-1 against Skills that Kills. 1-1. 33-point favorite for Skills. Wow. Loopy's got questions at quarterback. Cam Newton does not look, I'm going to shake my head again. Actually felt good. A little stiff in the neck. Does not look good, one more time, at quarterback at all. He's missing something. Missing a gear. And I saw that Loopy's working that wire. I believe he picked up Brissett. So he's got a quarterback conundrum possibly. Meanwhile, Skills has got Brady. All good there. Godwin mentioned him. No doubt about it. He's for real. You team him up with Gurley. You've always got a chance on Sunday for Loopy. Kelsey showed up last week with a great performance. David Johnson. And you've got Freeman. So you've got some running backs there for Skills. You've got a lot of talent. I think this would be closer. I think Loopy's covers and I think Loopy's upsets. I think Cam, if he plays him, is going to finally play well. And I like Brissett. I'm a big fan. I think he can put up some numbers. So I think this is a close one. I think Loopy's covers and wins with the, again, upset. Dingstown off the win against yours truly. I don't want to say that again. We'll take on Pop, Drop, and Lockett. Defending champ, 1-1 against the 0-2. Talked about Wentz. Been disappointing for Lockett. Take on Goff, who's been the opposite. Very, very good for dings. That's this guy right there. You got Cooks, Julio, Evan. You've got a three-headed monster. Zeke has been great for Lockett. And you've got Gordon, who, like any Patriots receiver on any given Sunday, could erupt like Mount Vesuvius. The line in this one, 1 point favorite for Lockett. I think they come through on Sunday. I'm going to take him by the 1 to win a close one. Within 5 against Stingstown. He's due. The champ. Fourth matchup we'll talk about. No friggin' luck. Taking on AB's Painted Helmet. Tough news for AB's Painted Helmet with Connor being injured. You've got Watson, who I talked about, very reliable. You've got to rely on guys like Teddy Ginn Jr. You've got to hope that a couple Seahawks come through and the rookie DJ Metcalf, and you get Carson from week 1 more so than week 2. So that's what's brewing there for AB's Painted Helmet, looking to get off the schneid. It seems like last year's selection of Le'Veon Bell, the jinx is carrying over. Will it end in week number 3? No friggin' luck. A 2-point favorite, the rookie. No Breeze for no friggin' luck. Who, by the way, if you do the initials, sneaky rookie there, NFL. Just saying. Anytime, though, you've got these running backs, okay? No friggin' luck. Should have warned him. I hate Derrick Henry. He screwed me last year. Came alive just when I got knocked out of the playoffs, the home stretch. But 17 last week, You got Breeder, you got Bell. All 3 of those guys went for, I believe, 51 combo for NFL. No friggin' luck. So you've got great running backs. Give you a chance. No Breeze, maybe no problem. The backup is going to step into prime time for NFL. How about Jimmy G? Made everyone in San Francisco take a sigh of relief last week. Looked good. 20 points, 3 touchdown passes. So in this one, I'm going to go with no friggin' luck. The rookie improves to 2-1. AB's Painted Helmet. Season won't be gone, but I think they're going to have a hard luck loss, go to 0-3. Ozone versus Keldar. Let the smack talking begin. The rookie 2-0 taking on the one-time proud defending champion. 2-time champion who's 1-1. Keldar, as I said, got the Miyagi-san going with the bounce. Lamar, Chubb, Juju. Guys like that. But you want a 3-headed monster. Mention Mahomes, Monty Cooper, Kamara, so on and so forth. Ozone, the rookie, is loaded. For good reason, he's a 3-point favorite. This one comes down to the wire, maybe even Monday nighter. In the end, I think Keldar escapes with a close win. He's able to cover, sends Ozone to the showers, and welcomes the rookie to League D Nutz. Then to this one, the only thing they'll have in common is they'll both be 2 up and 1 down on the season. Keldar, all smiles Sunday. Finally, you've got Smash against Polk. 2-time champion Polk against a 1-time champion, I believe in 15 against Smash. 1-1 Smash, 2-0 Polk. As I mentioned, 1-2 undefeateds. I believe Polk started the year last year, started getting the 72 Dolphins nervous at 7-0, or was it 9-0? Crack research staff not doing their job. Anyway, went past the midpoint of the season. I know that, undefeated. And by the way, don't forget, Week to Nuts is going 14 weeks this year instead of 13. It's a new thing. We've always gone 13 the first decade of the league. We're all getting older. So we're going to push it one more week and have a little bit more fun. Let's get back to this one. Polk, a 4-point favorite over Smash. There's talent all over. This could be the one contest between the two teams that have the most talent against each other. Dak has played like Mahomes. Mention him. He's been fabulous. 39 points per game he's averaging. You've got guys like Watkins, Ridley, Michael Thomas, who will have Teddy Bridgewater thrown to him. So you've got to wonder about that, Polk, and the rest of the football world. As for Smash, you got Josh Allen, who has looked good. Interestingly enough, he's a threat on Sundays. You got Adams, who's dynamic, 18 points a game. Eckler, averaging a modest, I say that sarcastically, 32 points a game. Melvin who? How about Jones? Great pickup there by Smash. 17 points a game, had 29 last year. So you got weapons all over the joint between these two teams. Scary thing is Dak goes against the JV this week in those Miami Dolphins. Again, 4-point favorite for Polk. Might have to go to the Magic 8 Ball to see who wins. Who wins Sunday? Polk or Smash? Just kidding. I'll tell you this much. I think Polk gets knocked off. I think there will be no more undefeated teams. I took Keldar over Ozone, so I think the 2-0 becomes a 2-1. Smash, and another close one takes this one against Polk. I think we have great matchups on tap. It is week 3. It's flying by. But so far, it's been a fun season. As far as the NFL football goes, I think our fantasy league is outplaying the football. Unnecessary penalties, sloppy play. Really haven't been too many close games. Except for that Carolina-Tampa Bay game last week, which I'm still wondering. Talked about Cam Newton. Still wondering about that decision to run McCaffrey. So there's been a lot of things that are going to affect League to Nutz. We'll see in week 3, of course, with the quarterback injuries, right? Forgot to mention that. I saw that Skills picked up Daniel Jones, and Smash had to drop Ben Roethlisberger for Mason Rudolph. No Breeze, as I mentioned a moment ago. Who was Breeze? That's right. Breeze was for no friggin' luck. We got Jimmy G in there. So with the quarterbacks going down, and Eli, of course, going to the bench for good, which I'm not sure. I don't think anyone had Eli or anyone was going to start him. But my point is that Daniel Jones all of a sudden becomes a chip here in League to Nutz. So it's going to be interesting to see how the backup quarterbacks affect everything and how things shape up in week 3 is again. I think the theme in week 3 is we get to know our teams just a little bit more. So with that said, I wish everyone luck in week 3. We'll catch you back next Wednesday night for This Week in League to Nutz. Adios.